Do you need to get fucked up fast for the cheap? Well, look no further. Look for a beer ending in the word ice. And this is a solid contender. At least we'll see if it is. Beer, 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 ba beer, ba beer, beer, beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Maple for the Ruski Brewski review. And today the beer I have for you looks very similar to one that I did previously. But this is white and black instead of white and blue. Also, there's an extra word, ice. And also, there's an extra 0.5%. Watch out, guys. Watch out. This is gonna put you in the toilet. We have today, from Molson Coors, we have Carling Ice, coming in at 5.5% alcohol by volume. 0.5 more bits of alcohol compared to the original Carling. I honestly don't know if the flavor is going to be that different or change that much, but we shall see. So without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. This budget beer, this macro budget lager. And let's see what we got. Because I'm not too sure. I don't think I've had a nice beer. I remember when I was in college, I'm like, oh, geez, yeah, this was, wow, going back a good number of years now. Whenever I saw a beer that said ice on it, I don't know why a part of me was kind of afraid of it. Even though the alcohol wasn't that much different, I was just like, I'm going to stick to the regular stuff because I don't know about that ice kind of BS. That sounds really weird for me saying that now, but something to know. Looking at the beer, realistically, you put this beside like 6 other macro lagers, you're really not going to tell the difference. It's a golden hue, very clear, nice bit of head, it's dissipating quickly, bigger bubbles. All macro beers to me realistically look the same when they're poured. I really haven't put them all in a line and lined them up like that, but hey, yeah, they look kind of the same. Pale yellow, very clear, nice bit of white head, dissipates quickly, nothing super fancy, yada yada. We've all seen the beer, we've all seen our dads drink beer, they all look the same. Let's have a smell. Lightly bready, a little bit caramel in there, nothing like, it's like a very light caramel. It smells sweet, cream corn. Yeah, simple syrup, sweetness. Yeah, it's macro lager. You're not expecting much of a crazy aroma off it. Just have a sip. It's bland. I would say it's just a touch sweeter than Carling. Carling was a sweeter beer, the original, but the ice is just a touch sweeter in a sense. But I would say it even has less flavor than the original Carling. Well, at least original Carling had a bit of like a almost skunky-esque sort of note to it. This is just sweet and then nothing. Like syrupy, like simple syrup, just water and sugar sweetness. A little bit of bready in the background. That's kind of it. It's not gonna knock your socks off if you're looking for a super flavorful beer. If you're looking for a beer that tastes like a beer and that is a beer that's a little bit higher in alcohol, well, this is a contender. But it's Carling. It's an everyman's beer. It's a college beer. For the cheap. For the low. I almost took another sip. Sorry, guys. Cheers, everybody. Let's keep on drinking. This is your typical beer pong beer. College lifestyle beer. Cheap beer. You know, you're not looking for too much. You're just looking for something that's decent that you're going to get a buzz off of. More or less what you're getting here. Goes down super smooth. Nice bit of carbonation, not as skunky, or has that weirdy flavor that the original Carling has. It's a bit more just sweet. It's like sweet sugar water with a little bit of breadiness and like beer flavor. But even like Molson Canadian and Budweiser are 10 times better than this. Yeah, I'm not really enjoying it that much, to be honest. I enjoyed the original Carling better, like more than this, but hey, gotta review what we gotta review, right? Looking on the can, Carling Ice, 5.5% ABV, unknown IBUs, not listed on the can, not on the website, not on Untapped, but it's macro, anywhere from 10 to 15 at the most, 15 being very, very high and outrageous, in my opinion, for a macro beer. But looking on the can, instead of the blue and white, you got black and white with the traditional lion's head on there. No description, no IBUs. On the bottom, you do have a brewed on date, H26-9, so what did I figure that was? It was July 26, 2019. Nice that they have that on there. Muchly appreciated for sure. No preservatives, which is nice. Sans agence de conservation, no franchise. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the can. As for the website, molsoncoors.com, they only have the one section that I found, which is just Carling, not Carling Ice, unless they've incorporated both. Which makes sense. I mean, there's really no difference between the two beers too much. Just sweeter. The other one's lower ABV by like 0.5, and 0.5 doesn't really make that big of a difference, I guess, on the small end, but realistically, not too much. But if you're a college student or you're strapped for cash and you still want some beer for the really cheap stuff, LCBO, $2.30 for this 473 ml tall boy can. It can be yours. And yeah, it's it's cheap, it's lackluster, it's frankly kind of boring. Even as far as macros go, this is quite bad for even a macro. Macros are good. Some of them I really do enjoy. This one is just something I would just highly pass up. I'd pass it up. I don't say that too often, but I would. Finally, moving over to Untapped. Carling Ice has been given a 2.59 bottle caps out of 5. And that's out of only 848 ratings. For a macro beer, it seems quite low. But hey, what can you do? 2.59, really wouldn't expect any higher or lower, sort of right where I thought it would be, which is fine. But yeah, it's Carling Ice, so much sweeter than the original, less skunky, but I would say I'd prefer the original over the ice, to be honest. I know that more alcohol is usually more fun, but for 0.5, it's not a make or break deal. Yeah, I'd stick with the original Carling if I were you. It has more flavor. So yeah, kind of it. Choosing the final sip, guys. Let's get right to ratings. Ugh, that is bad. I forget what I gave Carling. I think I gave it like a 2 or 3. I think I'm gonna just drop this. Put it at like a 2. Yeah, 2 out of 10. It's simple. It's a beer, I guess, with a lot of sweetener in it, like Splenda or sugar water. It doesn't have really any character to it. Budweiser and Canadian at least have some character to it. Even Coors Light and Bud Light have a little bit of character to it, even though it's more like water. This is meh. Presentation, I like the can. Can't go wrong. Always like Carling's cans whenever I walk through the LCBO or the beer store. Having a brewed on date on the bottom is a nice little bonus. As for the website, no dedicated page, but I guess you buy one, you get the other. They're more or less the same thing, just slightly different. So that's fine. Website looks good. That's good to know. A little bit of a description there. We didn't really touch on it because we've already done that in the Carling video, which is going to be right up here. But yeah, presentation gets a solid 4 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want me to review in the future, you leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, maybe Bruce, it would be greatly appreciated as well. Again, don't forget, I do have an Instagram profile where I post all the past reviews every Friday, Saturday, Sunday-ish, whenever I get around to it. In between then, you will know what I posted in the previous week if you don't keep up with it daily. that's fine. Other than that, posting little random pics and whatever that I'm doing with beer or beer relations or fun stuff like that. So go check that out as well. A link down in the description box below. With all that said, guys, that's going to do it for me, man, Peruski. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. Let's pour sugar and water and some alcohol into my glass. It's like a vodka soda, but not as bland, but still very bland. I don't know where I was going with that joke. I'm just going to go chill. Cheers.